Hello, it's me, I'm Pixel, and here with me there's an owl.
Who?
Am,
Me?
yeah, am I too small?
I think you are too small.
Okay.
Say that I'm not the Witch of Big, you're just the sorcerer of small.
I'm the TVO small.
You're the TVO small.
You know, older television had smaller screens. Have you ever seen one of those very, very early television made out of wood?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and the very, very old ones, the screen was actually very, very small compared to how big was the actual thing.
Yeah, okay, I see. Yes, the television of small.
The TV was small, yes.
TV of small. So we are the Witch of Big and the TV of small.
Makes sense. By the way,
It's
we are
okay,
here. Yes, and I'm PixelBit.
Hi.
I said it like James Bond.
James Bond. Yes, I knew that. My name is Pixel. PixelBit.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Do you know that I've seen my first James Bond movie ever a couple of months ago?
Really? You never seen which one?
Casino Royale.
Oh, I'm sure I've seen more than one. A Casino one? Which one is Casino? Is the one with the plane? No, I don't think it's that one.
No, no, it's literally a big game in a casino.
Oh yeah, okay. I see. I see which one it is. I remember. I haven't watched that one, but I've seen. There's one. I've seen one when I was a kid that it's kind of a garbage movie, but I really liked it when I was a kid.
Which one is
It's the one in the nuclear submarine. I don't remember the title. Dang it.
I have no clue.
Wait. Let me see if I recall. Let me see if I can find it. Nuclear submarine. 007.
The night of
The spy who loved me.
things.
It's the spy who loved me. Yes. No, it's not the spy who loved me. It's the word is not enough.
This is something I was wondering. Do this movie have a different title in Italian? Because I
Yes.
don't remember.
Yes, in Italian it's called the word is nothing. No, il mondo non basta. The word is nothing. It's literally
Okay. No, yeah,
but many times the titles are translated in a completely different way. That one is very dumb, and basically the villain is a dude that got a bullet in his brain, basically, and he's not dead, but he cannot feel pain. There's this scene where he take out a piece of burning wood, still red hot, and he squeezes it in his hands, and he doesn't feel anything. To show you how much of a villain he is. It's all, the scene doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not just because of that. And there's this exact phrase that I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say it in Italian and then translate it because it's imprinted in my brain for some reason.
Go for it.
Quel proiettile prima o poi lo ucciderà, ma fino a quel momento è soltanto un pazzo. Basically, that bullet in his brain is gonna kill him sooner or later. But until then, it's just a crazy man.
I wonder how it's.
No, a madman. Sorry, I think it's a madman in English. They say something like that.
I wonder if it was, translated literally, or they took liberties.
No, I think the English the movie is cheesy like that.
Oh, I see.
It's
Honestly,
literally cheesy like that. So yeah, and there's this scene in this nuclear submarine at the end where James Bond and the villain fight because the villain is evil because he cannot feel pain. He's evil. Don't ask. That doesn't make any sense. So he wants to like launch a nuclear missile on. I don't even remember where. But yeah, that's the point.
Okay. Can we talk about something that has better writing, please?
Yes, like Umineko, for example.
Like Umineko, like Kamen Rider 01.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Offie just finished watching Camera 01 and she cried, and I mean for valid reasons, honestly.
God damn it.
Valid crush out, honestly. So yeah, I managed to I convinced Offie to watch Kamen Rider, and she liked it.
I really liked it. It was pain, but it was worth it.
It was painful, but it's like that. I mean, Kamen Rider is a drama, so you know. And now you also know what I mean when I told you that being Kamen Rider is suffering. Like when I said being Meguka is suffering.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I just realized that I can start double.
Yeah, you can start double whenever you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
On one hand, I don't want to start double because I want to bask in the feeling of having
You
finished the 01.
you don't
and it
have
was so good.
you don't have to start it immediately, of course.
But I am so fucking curious.
Personally, if I have to say it personally, I like 01 more than double as a series in general. But double is very valid, and as I said already, there's a reason why they made an anime out of that, a manga that became an anime, which worked as a sequel for the original series. So yeah, it does make sense, and it's also it's very episodic. It's completely different from 01. It's much more episodic. Every episode is a different case. It's more similar to Pretty Cure.
Oh, I see.
More similar to you watch Ad Catch. It's more similar to that. If I have to compare it, yeah.
Okay, I have to finish Art Catch. Wait, I'm gonna finish Art Catch.
Maybe
And
finish
next I'm
that
gonna
first
start,
and
yeah.
then start double. What do you think? Maybe it's a good idea.
Maybe it's a good idea. We've been trying to finish up Art Catch for a while, but
Yeah, don't worry.
life happened.
That's normal. By the way, should we start the game?
Wait, yeah.
and stop the app?
Too many good series, too many good media.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue. Last time in Umineko,
I'm just gonna click continue while that.
Beatrice Chick is so fucking desperate because she wants the approval of Butler, but Butler is a dick.
I mean, he is. I can kinda understand his point of view, though. I mean, I'm not saying that I agree. I am saying that I can understand why. That's not an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. He tried reviving Beatrice, hoping that it would be the Beatrice he loved, but unfortunately that's not how it worked, and instead of accepting that, he's currently unable to accept her at the way she is, and he's actively bullying her because she doesn't act the way he expects her to. So
I mean, he's clearly in denial. He's still in denial.
He's in pain, in denial. He would like his Beatrice back, but unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. So Butler, fuck you. Also, you need a hug.
But Butler, first of all, needs a brain. Then a hug. Then a hug, and then we can talk about whatever he needs. But yeah, first, the first thing in the list, it's a brain.
Honestly, I think Genji acted as a brain to Kinzo the same way he's trying to act as a brain to Butler.
Yeah, I mean, I can see many parallelism between Kinzo and Butler, and honestly, I thought about this, but I don't think it, because it would literally be Futurama. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what Futurama is. I don't think I understand your reference.
Okay, let me put on my tinfoil hat for a moment. Okay, pretend I have
Go
it.
for it.
Okay, and what if Kinzo and Butler are the same person, and so is his own grandpa? And that's an actual because there's time things happening here, time loops, time travel, and all that stuff that could go with the time thingies. So I'm not saying how, I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know whatever. I'm just throwing it there because it's stupid. But yeah, Kinzo and Butler could be the same person. They have a very similar character, and I mean Kinzo is old, so it could be that it's a wrinkly version of Butler if you think about it. They have very similar character, they have very similar personality and stuff like that. What if Butler somehow goes back to the past and becomes Kinzo for reasons unknown? But yeah, what if that happens?
I wonder. What happened? Anything else that happened last time? Or it was mostly Angel discussing stuff with Federin, and then Butler picturing a conversation with his
With
Beatrice.
yeah, it was mostly that. There was yeah, the thing again. Oh yeah, Berkasa guaranteed that Beatrice is not gonna revive again. She said it in red because she's a bitch, and we can agree with. I would say it in red if I could.
That's the truth of Umineko, an even higher truth than the truth of Umineko.
Beatrice and Lambda are bitches. Yeah, I mean, bad bitches.
Not Beatrice.
Yeah, sorry, Bernkastel. I don't know why I said Beatrice.
Bernkastel and Lambda.
Bernkastel and Lambda.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I would say, personally, I would say in red that Bernkastel is a bitch. We're gonna
you would say that Bernkastel is worse than Lambda?
Oh fuck yes! We're gonna circle back to that later.
I mean I wouldn't even, right now in this moment I wouldn't know who to choose personally.
No, it's understandable. But at least think about it in these terms. At least Lambda Delta had some love for Beatrice, enough love for Beatrice to understand the core of her game. So she could actually run a game with the rules. At least.
Okay, I see.
Okay. We're gonna come back to that later. Don't worry, there's a bunch of time. Okay, shall we?
Yeah.
I stopped here because I know what's gonna come next. Okay.
Oh, she was like, this is Butler. It was like
reading the note that Beatrice Chick left to him with the cookies.
Yeah.
The flood of light and sound slowly dissipated. The silence that followed was not broken by any noise, not even the sound of the wind and rain outside had been so clearly audible moments before. Both Jessica and George timidly opened their eyes. Where in the world was this?
Wait, why are these two there?
It was a strange room that they had never seen before. I knew it. It looked like a Western tea room. Its furnishings were styled and expensive.
Stylish.
Oh, sorry. It felt as though a dignified person must own this room. Preparations for black tea were set on the table, and so was a chessboard, which seemed to be halfway through a game.
Is the chessboard the butler uses to spin?
Yeah, this exact one.
Yes.
However, there was something strangely out of place. The black and white checkerboard pattern made it feel like chess. But it looked like a very similar yet totally different game no one knew of.
Shogi.
Shogi. They should know Shogi, they're Japanese.
I'm joking, of course.
In the same way that it both looked like chess and not like chess. The furnishings of this room, no, the room as a whole, looked at first glance like a Western tea room.
All of this is a quantum room.
But also felt like something completely different.
ここは一体ジェシカちゃんにカノン君もシャノンはどこに
ジョージ様、私はここにおります。
僕もここにいます。お嬢様、ジョージ様、このような場所にお連れしたことをお詫びいたします。
Why are you here?
一体何がどうなってるんだいシャノンが取り出した蝶の羽のようなものが眩しく光り出したと思ったら
What?
私もだぜ
Oh, right. They were like, oh yeah, look at this thing. Yeah.
カノン君が黄金蝶のブローチとかいうのを取り出したらそれが輝き出して
お嬢様、ジョージさん、まずはご無礼をお許しください。そしてどうか落ち着いてください。これから不思議なことが起こります。
Okay. I don't get why they're here,
その
but
不思議
okay.
な存在は私たちを試すでしょう。
試すそれがひょっとしてさっき君が言っていた僕たちが結ばれるために乗り越えなくてはならない試練というやつなのかい
試練？お嬢様にはまだ説明していませんでした。お詫びします。しかしどうか先ほどのお嬢様の言葉が本当ならどうか力を貸してください。
Are they gonna have to kill each other?
僕も精一杯頑張りますから。
Oh god.
私にはさっきからジョージ兄さんは何か知ってるの一応はね、今の状況を君同様に驚いてはいる。
What do you mean a bit? What do you know, dude?
しかし、これが避けられぬ試練で、僕たちに不可欠だと言うならば。
Oh, that? Okay.
僕は何が
Yeah, but honestly,
受
dude,
けて立つつもりだよ。
one could have said that it was not a literal thing, but okay, sure. You're just accepting that like that?
Yeah, he's just prepared.
Okay.
カノン君、ブローチを。
The two of them brought the halves of the broken golden butterfly brooch closer to each other. As they grew closer, the strength of their bright yellow radiance increased.
ジェシカちゃんもどうか心の準備をしてほしい。僕にはすでにその準備がある。どういうことだよ。私にはさっぱりだぜ。一体何が起こってるんだ。試練だよ。愛し合う二人のための。
How do you know, dude?
George spoke those corny words without any hesitation. It was such an embarrassing line that Jessica couldn't help turning red. But the expression on George's face, which was so serious that it was almost grim, forced her to tense up as well. Shannon and Cannon were just as serious, with a glow in their eyes, as though they were taking part in a secret duel. The pair of them brought the two gold butterfly wings together. Then, the wings they held became a single brooch and regained their magical power.
Is it because there's only one brooch and only one of them can use it?
Maybe. An even more intense light filled the room, and the scene was burnt into the retinas of all present, as the brute shattered and two shining things flew out of it.
Oh, is this the people you were talking about?
人は愛のために生きるのです。そう、愛こそは世界なり。
愛の力のなんと偉大なことか。
Oh, I heard this voice already. I'm pretty sure.
愛こそは全てなり。
Suddenly, the voices of two people they had never heard before rang out. What was this? Who were they? Yeah, George and Jessica nervously opened their eyes. Sorry. Sorry, Jessica, sorry, Erika, I hate because I really dislike her character, and the writing is so good that actively makes her dislike her.
Yeah, but I mean,
okay?
it's the point of that character in itself. Yeah,
These two to me are just annoying.
I see.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
It's like they're like the only two characters I don't like in this fucking game.
That's okay. That's okay. That's it's acceptable. I mean,
When they did, they saw that the two demons had appeared there. Almost as though the brute, which had once been split in two, had become them.
おや、おかしいぞフルフル。どうして我らはこのようなところに？
本当に不思議ですわ、ゼパル。人間と家具しかいない。
I'm sure I heard her voice for some, but I don't remember where.
Do you want me to look up the voice actor?
Yeah, if you want.
For
I'm just gonna continue in the meantime.
魔女はどこ？私たちを呼び出すにふさわしい魔女の姿はどこに？
ああ、僕たちは契約の魔女の名前をよく覚えているはずさ。呼んでみようじゃないか、フルフル。
そうね、ゼパル。私たちは契約の魔女。黄金の魔女の名前を知っている。
It's
じゃあ呼んでみよう。
Eri Sendai.
What did you say, Eri?
Eri Sendai.
Eri Sendai. Let me see what she dubbed.
Oh, Pretty Cure.
That's probably what I heard there.
There's Yes Pretty Cure.
Definitely, I heard that from the Precure.
Oh, she's someone in Mirai Nikki as well.
I haven't watched Miyagi. I know about it, but I haven't watched it. I've
You
not
haven't
watched
watched
it.
Mirai Nikki?
No, I know, but I know it, but I never watched it.
I'm trying to see who she is, but... I mean, it's fine. Honestly, I watched it, but I don't remember that much.
I definitely heard her in Precure.
Yes, Pretty Cure.
In Precure, definitely. Yeah, I'm watching what her works, but the one I could definitely remember is definitely Precure.
Pretty Cure, okay.
せーの。テアトリーチェ。
Given their manner, exaggerated like a theater play, and their slightly ridiculous style of talking, it will probably be hard to immediately comprehend the great power these demons possessed. Whoa!
Which, okay, I was gonna say which is gonna appear. Oh, never mind.
When the two demons called Beatrice's name, a cyclone of gold butterflies picked up throughout the room. Then it took the form of the two golden witches.
あれ？ベアトリーチェが2人だわ。
Oh, if there only were two.
僕たちだって2人だもの。 ベアトリーチェがたまには二人だっておかしくはないさ。
Yeah, you're gonna accept it just like that? Okay.
こやつはわらわの分身にして妹だ。二人は同じにして一人と同じ。
はじめまして。お久しぶりです、ベアトリーチェ様。
私は
同感だね。しかし呆然自失するには。
Unlike Jessica, George had maintained his composure even during this bizarre scene.
Whatever, George. Nothing can... You can never stumble on anything. You're just that good. Okay.
After all, Shannon had already told him what would happen next.
Yeah, but it's not like she said, oh yeah, two strange dudes that's gonna appear, and then there's gonna be a witch, but there's actually gonna be two. So, yeah.
契約の悪魔たちよ、久しぶりであるな、ゼパル。それにフルフル。
Are they actual demon names?
Yeah. No,
Even-
wait, actual demon names. No, IRL demon names, I'm not sure.
Where are they? Oh, here.
Oh, yes, Ars Goetia demons. Yes,
Okay.
actual demon names. One of the 72 great demons presides over love and tests others through trials. Zephyr grants the contractor undying, unmeasurable defensive power. This gives the contractor the courage not to dread any of love's wounds. A hunter of love who loves to prey upon passive men. Is of a different gender than Furfur. Thank you for the specification. I don't remember this explanation in my version.
This is... explanations are different in this one. Every time, for what I've seen.
Good. More info. You can select. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
I was just
One of the
wondering
guys-
something.
Yeah. One of the 72 great demons presides over love and tests
Just gonna have attack power.
through trials. Furfur grants the contractor endless, inexhaustible offensive power. This gives the contractor the courage not to fear any of love's barriers. A trainer of love who teaches passive men the taste of flesh is of a different gender than Zephyr. I like that.
To
it lets
love
you
to prey
assume-
on passive men. Teaches passive in the states of flesh. Notice that they do not say she's female or he's just a different gender.
Yeah, they let you. Yeah, they let you assume. I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, probably. And notice that, like, they are like mirrored, their sprites.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only real difference, apart colors aside, are the hair.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind their designs. It's the way they talk that.
Yeah, no,
It's like-
I understand.
ああ、お久しぶり。君は相変わらず元気そうだね。
それにしても可愛らしい妹君。潤んだそのみずみずしい瞳は水蜜糖の味がするんじゃないかしら。
Okay.
どうでしょう。
Only honest oh, the only one with an honest reaction that of a normal human reaction here. Honestly.
Zephyr and Furfur latched onto Beato from either side, wearing strange smiles. Each movement they made was exaggerated yet polished, as though they were acting out a play.
それくらいにしておけ、契約の悪魔たちよ。その悪ふざけも今宵限りで見納めとはな。寂しいものだ。
Mischievous spirit?
見納めとは。
僕たちのよりしろのブローチは もう壊されてしまったからね。
つまりこれでもうお役御免というわけ。
Okay.
今まで本当に楽しかったわ。
でも契約時の取り決めでね、最後の別れにもう一度だけ力を貸さねばならないと決まっていたのさ。
Uh-huh. Okay.
だからこれが正真正銘最後の奇跡。
愛の奇跡は一度で十分だって、永久の愛に二度目は不要なのだから。
What?
そういうわけ。愛し合う男女たちよ。ここに集いしは奇跡なくして恋を成就できぬ呪われし者たち。その奇跡を与える黄金蝶のブローチの力は、泣こうがわめこうが今宵限り最後のチャンス。それは一組のつがいにしか与えられぬ。
I see. That's what I thought. Okay.
僕は負けないよ。
お互い頑張ろうね。
Canon and Canon exchanged a serious gaze.
I only have one question. What happened to the one that lose? To the couple that lose? They die
Had already
horribly,
readied
probably.
themselves to fight for the sake of their love's success.
よくわからねえけど、おかしな悪魔の力なんて世話になる気はねえぜ。
Jessica was finally started to figure out the direction things were headed. These demons were probably planning to Peter and Canon against George and Shannon.
はっきり言わせてもらうが、余計なお世話だぜ。私とカノン君の仲は私とカノン君でどうにかする。怪しげな悪魔の世話になんかなる義理はさらさらねえぜ。
お嬢様、聞いてください。この試練を乗り越えなければ僕たちは結ばれないのです。
ジェシカ、受け入れよ。それが家具の実で人間と結ばれようと願う身の程知らずに課せられる唯一の試練なのである。
家具とか人間とか勝手に言ってろってんだ。私たちには何の関係もねえぜ。
お嬢様にはまだ話していないの？
どう説明すればいいかわからなくて。
Honest doubt.
カノン君もシャノンもジョージ兄さんもどうしてこんなうさんくさい話に耳を貸してんだ。人の恋路を邪魔するやつは馬に蹴られて死ねって決まってんだぜ。なんで悪魔たちに認められなきゃならねえんだよ。余計なお世話だぜ。
さては困った分からず屋がいたものよ。このままゲームを始めてもよいが、それではフェアとは言えぬ。
説明してあげてもいいのではないでしょうか。私にもよくわかりません。ジェシカさんとカノンさんの恋に何か問題でもあるというのです。
やれやれ、どうやら君も君たちも
私たちに祝福されれば二人の恋をゆっくり育むことができるの。うさんくさい悪魔も何にも関係ないわ。
でも、もし僕らに祝福、君たちの恋路は消えてなくなり、枯れてしおれて消えてしまう。
なんでそんなことが言えるんだ。
運命だから。認めないのも自由、抗わないことだって自由。
抗わないとどうなるんですか？
恋路が終わると抽象的な言い方では納得すまい。はて、どう説明すればそなたの運命の袋小路を説明できるのか。
後ろ宮ジェシカ、君が信じているよりはるかに君たちの未来は善と多難。
魔法の奇跡が得られなかったなら必ずや二人に災いが訪れるの。
Isn't disaster already gonna happen because they die?
そしてそれが二人を破綻させる。
They don't know that yet anyway.
Yeah, but
我ら
still.
はもうその過程を詳細に語るほど無粋ではない。しかしジェシカが信じぬというなら、 破綻の最後だけ語ろう。カノンは使用人をやめ、この島を去る。
Okay, that's not a bad thing though.
永遠にな。
They sure?
君は島を出て思い人を探す旅に出るだろうね。しかしそれは決して報われない。
Oh, it's gonna come back to be a chair. I see. I see, and that's why. It's gonna become a chair and again come back to his normal chair form, and then and that Jessica is gonna try to search for him, but she doesn't know that he's a chair, so she's gonna search for him in vain. I see, it makes sense. Yeah, that's what happened. I won't accept any other explanation apart that.
そうしてあなたは嘆いて恨
I don't fucking care. I accept your blue truth.
Even if you say something I don't care if you say anything in red. That's it's not gonna. I don't care. It's gonna be like that in my heart.
No. You just know that I just created an AU in which exactly this happens. So that's canon now.
In chapter 10, that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say 9, but 9 exists, so yeah, 10.
9 exists.
誰を？
あなたを。
僕をかい？いいえ、今のあなたを。
What?
See? They're confusing. With just a romantic gesture, the two of them pointed at Jessica. They were saying that if she passed this by, it would be herself who would regret it later.
何を言ってやがる。
思い人を失ったあなたはその時気づくわ。思いを遂げる試練を逃げたあの時の自分が憎いって。
そうさ、僕たちは未来の君からのメッセンジャー。
Sure.
どうか今のこの瞬間を君の恋に真剣になって
Okay.
戦いに臨んでほしい。
Okay, then what if you lose? Is the same thing gonna happen?
もしあなたが未来の自分のメッセージに耳を貸さないならば。
王を飲み込む愚かな蛇はそのままどんどん飲み込み続け。
永遠の苦悩の輪廻は自らを飲み込み、消えるのみよ。
わけがわからない。
Jessica's confusion showed up on her face as anger. However, a memory of something she had heard a long time ago surfaced in the back of her mind. Unlike Nesan, I don't plan on working here for many years. After just a few years, or possibly. If Nesan ever decides to stop working here, I think I'll stop working too.
カノン
そなたが魔法の奇跡をシャノンと二人は結ばれ、島を出る。そしてカノンもまた島を出る。それは先への運命なのだ。
では魔法の奇跡を得られたなら。
無論カノンは島にとどまり、いつまでもジェシカのそばにいる。
Is that good?
Depends on who you're asking to.
I don't know if I'd like that, honestly. I mean, it depends what would you mean by Jessica's side, because if he's gonna be there not as a servant but as her actual boyfriend, okay. But if he stays there and if he's still a servant, when he actually said, yeah, I want to leave this island and go somewhere else and not be a servant anymore.
No. I think they mean as her lover, as her boyfriend.
Yeah.
ジェシカが望んだ音楽活動とやらも一緒に始められるだろう。
Let's see.
それ以上の関係にどう進むかは 愛し合う二人の問題だ。ジェシカが望むように二人だけでゆっくりと関係を育めばいい。
But there's also the thing the thing that he said, I wanna go out of this island, like I wanna go somewhere else, visit other places, and it feels like he's gonna get bounded to the island somehow. Isn't it?
Maybe if Jessica decides that I mean,
No,
this
no,
just
the
says that they're
okay,
gonna
no,
stay together.
okay, I know it hasn't been set in red, but most of the time this game is literally, it's very precise for things that it says, and this is very, very precise. Is he will remain on the island by Jessica's side, so it means it's gonna stay on the fucking island and not any other place. For how that phrase works, it means it's never gonna leave the island.
It's probably if wait, I'm trying to reasoning. If Jessica decides that she wants to stay on the island and Canon decides that that's what he wants to do because he loves Jessica, then he's gonna do that.
Yeah, okay.
I understand your point.
My point is not that.
Yeah.
My point is, if a person says, okay, let's say the person that you love says, I am doing this right now and I work in this place but I don't want to do this forever. I wanna do something else somewhere else. If that person falls in love with you and you end up being together, would you actually force that person on being in that place working at that job? Because that would feel kind of like prison, honestly.
Yeah, of course I wouldn't.
And the way they say it like that, it's that way.
I see.
They really specify staying on the island by Jessica's side for all time, meaning they're never gonna be allowed to leave that island. I don't know if I like that.
ただその場合は私とジョージさんもまた結ばれません。
僕たちは自らの幸せ戦わねばならぬ。
ふざけるなよ。
Are you trying to confuse me, Alfie, or not making me focus on that thing because is that what is gonna happen?
No, honestly I was thinking about it because
Okay.
I wonder if they just said for all eternity because their all eternity is 2 days.
Oh, it could be, but I mean,
I was thinking about that, you know.
it could be, but
I don't know.
even being
It's
forced
not
to stay
that-
in a loop forever is not good. So you know.
Yeah, exactly.
なんだよそれ。つまり自分たちが結ばれれば必ず相手は破綻するのか。そんな悪魔のゲーム冗談じゃねえぜ。
間違えるな。
I mean-
そなたらが奪い合うゲームではない。
It's more like there's one thing and the best one will get it or something like that.
黄金蝶のブローチの力がなければそもそもどちらの恋も実らぬ運命なのだ。
誰がそんな運命を決め。
恋を許されぬ家具に恋したそなたらの罪ゆえにだ。
Never fall in love with a chair, girl.
カノンはそなたにはっきりと家具は恋をする資格がないとそなたはそれを承知でカノンを恋の相手に選んだのだ。知らぬとは言わせぬ。
Though she couldn't accept any of it, Jessica was unable to argue back. Then, George spoke up with that soft tone he always used to smooth things over. However, his expression was still ruthlessly serious.
ジェシカちゃん、こう考えないかい？
考えるって。
僕はね、どんな試練も障害も 全て乗り越えて結ばれようという覚悟を持っている君はどうだい？
そりゃ私だって多少のことでへこたれるほどやわなつもりはねえぜ。
ならそういうことだよ。僕たちは今試されているのさ。
The thing is that I do not understand is why only a couple is allowed to be together. Couldn't they get like another brooch?
Nope, only one.
Okay, instead of a brooch.
And it's not a keyblade. It's not a keyblade. It's not like no. There's only one. and
Only
there's
one
2000.
brooch exists in the entirety of the world?
Yeah, only one brooch.
Cheap magic, let me tell you.
僕たち
I mean, the endless witch
どれ
is
だ
no
け気
longer
持ちの強さ
endless.
を示せるかという。
Yeah, but I mean, two brooches that are not endless are. It's a finite number. It's a finite number. It's just two. Okay, it's bigger than one, but it's two. It's not that
But
much.
it's too much.
It's not that much.
much.
Come on.
It's too much. It's too much.
How can that be too much? I can make you two brooch if I want.
But can you make two brooches that make anyone fall in love with you?
If you believe enough, yes. Only if you believe in it.
Only if you believe in it.
ジョージ兄さんはこのわけのわからない話で納得してるっていうのかよ。
納得なんか必要ないよ。僕はシャノンと結ばれるために全ての試練と障害と戦うことをどんな理不尽な到底理解できない試練であっても僕に退くという選択肢はないね。
George spoke clearly, then looked at Jessica with a cold gaze. By now, Jessica almost understood.
Oh, wrong button.
If she kept on grumbling and refusing this demon's trial, the game between the two groups would automatically end with their defeat by default. In other words, George and Shannon would win. Then, they would gain the miracle of magic, their love would be completed. And Jessica and Canon would split apart. With Canon eventually leaving the island and never seeing her again.
Becoming a chair.
僕にとって君がこの試練を辞退してくれるならこれほど嬉しいことはないんだ。
Oh my god, George being selfish. Since when?
君と戦わなくて済むからね。そして君のカノン君への思いは
It seemed as though George spoke ruthlessly, but he was actually being exceptionally fair. If it came to a loss by default, Jessica would never be able to clear away her lingering regrets.
Second, because I forgot to do. Oops. I forgot to do a thing. Which is charge up my phone. Okay, now it's there.
Oh.
It's charging. My phone was like, help, please! I need electricity.
2% phone.
Yeah, it was like dying. So, yeah.
That would leave a bad aftertaste even for George.
僕たちはたった一つの奇跡をめぐってその結果仮に僕が敗れたとしても互いがベストを尽くして戦った上での結果なら諦めがつく。そしてだからこそ心の底から相手を祝福できるんだ。
Okay. Okay, let's think about it. Between these two, who's gonna die? The outcome seems pretty obvious because George is the perfect boy. But making him win would be too obvious. So... something will happen. Okay, wait. Making George win would be too obvious. So something will happen. George will be in a pinch or something, and he will die for some reason that I do not know yet. It could be in any indirect way, or Canon killing George? Nah. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't see that. I don't see that. Not even Jessica. I don't think Jessica is ever gonna do something like that. Don't know. George Winnie will be the obvious one. So I don't think that's gonna happen.
ジョージの覚悟なかなかのものよ。
そこまで言われて。
君は逃げ出すのかい？
The two demons giggled and challenged her. Of course, George didn't laugh, but he too challenged her with cold eyes.
シャノンは
お許しください、お嬢様。私はジョージさんと結ばれるために一歩たりとも引かない覚悟です。たとえ私の思いを貫くことがお嬢様の恋路を閉ざすことを知っていようとも。
Shannon had never before spoken to Jessica with such serious and solemn words. Jessica was surprised to realize just how strong the determination was that dwelt within her usually weak and clumsy friend.
Canon killing Jessica? Could be. Nah, that's not gonna.
カノン君
僕はお嬢様と新しい人生を歩む。その歩みが姉さんの幸せを踏み越えていくことを意味しようとも、僕はここを引きたくない。
I want to start a new life with you, milady, even if that life in question isn't. Oh, okay.
Kana was also doing all he could to be strong. Yes, all of them were being serious and frank, and abandoning any naivety they might have possessed. All this about the golden butterfly brooches and miracles of magic. And the trial that the demons were giving them. None of it mattered. Only one thing was being tested. Whether or not they possessed the strong will to make their love come true. Jessica clenched her fists and hung her head, shaking while biting her lower lip. She was silent, but she would probably gain an
Unswerving.
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 Will of steel before too long.
Never heard unswerving.
No. Wait.
It's like uncomparable. Like when there's a really a lot of something. It's
Steady.
used.
Yeah. Okay.
It's used like to emphasize very much.
Okay. No, I've never heard of that. No, and I'm not even sure if I read it before in my translation, but you know, we learn something new every day.
I mean, yeah.
You just needed a little time first. The two demons who taunted people with dramatic gestures did not violate the silence that Jessica needed to resolve herself. Love brings about conflict, and this conflict gives rise to determination.
Determination.
I was gonna wave. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I know.
They said it like 25 times already, so yeah, and they're gonna say it once more. Look at that.
Yeah. As the demons of love, they
Oh!
Our brains are
Level of
fried.
violence.
Oh god, our brains are fried. We can just wait for
They'll turn
Thursday.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
3 days,
Funny
but
enough,
yeah.
funny enough. Yeah. As the demons of love, they could understand more fully than any other how noble that determination was.
ジェシカさん。
そしてその魔法の奇跡はそなたであっても享受できるものであるぞ。
There we go.
Wait, what?
Ba-da-ba-ba,
Only
ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
by you as. Oh, I see. And Butler, I suppose.
それは
She thought this had been about two pairs of lovers. Beato was surprised to suddenly hear that this had been had something to do with her.
What
as well.
about 3 pairs of lovers?
黄金町のブローチの奇跡はそなたの願い。バトラへの行為を認められたいという願いさえも叶えることはたやすい。そしてその奇跡なくして結ばれることもまたない。
君も蚊帳の外じゃないということさ。
愛の沼を渡りきりたい。あなたの望みのはず。
僕たちは君の願いだって決してないがしろにしたりはしない。
そなたとバトラの関係とてやがてはただれ腐り
What?
落ちる。いくら楽観的なそなたであっても何かの奇跡がない限りやがてはそのような運命を迎えることをすでに理解しているはずだ。それは
Beato hung her head sadly. No. Precious. She wasn't about to let the cookie incident break her spirit. However, it would have been a massive lie to say they hadn't hurt her.
I mean, of course.
Yeah. The more she tried to get close to Butler, the more she hurt him. However, she had been born in order to get close to Butler. She was like a hedgehog freezing in the cold and bunching together with others for warmth. She had approached him because of love and had been hurt for it.
そこまで分かっているなら奇跡に託すのもまた一興というものよ。川の宝くじに当たりなしとも言うでな。
Is this new?
That's Separe in Furfur's
Theme?
theme, yeah. There was, it was there like 10 minutes ago as well.
Yeah, but I probably heard it once and wasn't really much paying attention to the music at that moment.
ゼパル、フルフル、このわらわの妹も加えよ。
ああ、もちろん。
よろしく。もう一人のベアトリーチェ。私たちは初めからあなたも加えるつもりでいましたわ。
Are we finished?
なぜなら僕らはゼパルとフルフル、愛を司る悪魔だから。
Applause coming. No? Oh, yeah.
Yay! See?
私も参加してもよろしい
Is
でしょう
Butter gonna be there also?
君が望むならいいんじゃないかい。誰であっても僕は拒まないよ。全ての障害に勝利し全員に僕たちを祝福させる。もちろん逆でもさ、全力の僕たちを退けて成し得た恋ならば僕もシャノンも心の底から勝利した二人を祝福することを約束するよね、シャノン。
はい、私たちは負けません。そして負けても心の底から祝福します。
Should I pick a side?
僕も同じです。
Do
僕
you
は
want
負
to
けま
pick
せ
a
ん。
side?
No. That's why I asked.
You can pick a side if you want to.
No, I don't want to. That's why I asked.
顔じゃねえかよ。私もカノン君も。
There is what I think is gonna happen, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be happy.
不先輩ってのだけはごめんだぜ。
Good job, Jessica. Let's
それ
go.
はそなたもだな。
はい、お父様に、いえ、バトラーさんに私を認めてもらえる可能性が、私もそれに自らをかけたいと思います。
よくぞ言った。それでこそ我が妹。
I mean, she's definitely gonna win. It's the whole point of this chapter.
ゼパルフルフル役者は揃ったぞ
Or nobody will win. That's also a chance. And no one will be happy in the end. Oh yeah, that is even more probable now that I think about it. I didn't even consider that an option, but yeah, it's even gonna be that. It's definitely gonna be that. No one's gonna win, and everybody will cry. Yeah.
それでは始めようかフルフル。
始めましょう。
Is this torture for you or something like that?
Yeah, this is such torture. Because
たっ
at
た
this
一つ
point,
の魔
I
法の
remember
奇跡をめぐっての愛し合う者たちの試練を。
Sorry, these two guys covered you completely. What did you say?
I remember scenes. I remember very specific scenes.
I see.
But I don't remember everything.
No,
because
that's
I
okay.
specifically did not look any of these up again.
What I think is gonna happen? Two possibilities. Beatrice wins. It could be a thing because so that she's gonna and after that she's gonna fuse with the other Beatrice and all of that. It could be a possibility. Other thing is definitely that I believe is gonna happen even more. Nobody wins. And everybody dies horribly. Yeah. I mean, we've seen this happen already. We've seen this happen already.
Yeah.
Nothing in between. Nothing else. I don't see anything else happening. But yeah.
So you could understand the impact of that these two characters had on me when I looked at this room and said, "Oh God, I know where we are."
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a very change of pace.
Yeah. Honestly, I still enjoy the pacing of this chapter, maybe even more than all of the other chapters. But I don't know. There are specific parts of this chapter that I really, really enjoy.
Chapter
Really
5 got a very good pacing, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. It's been... honestly, I think that at this point, there's so many things that the game wants to tell you. That it's just thing after thing after thing after thing after thing.
Honestly, the only chapter with a not so good pacing is number 2.
Two. Yeah.
If I have to be honest, it's 2 because
Yeah,
nothing happens in chapter 2.
It's just a crescendo from chapter 3.
Yeah, but what I mean is, I think if you skip chapter 2, apart the last thing in the end, nothing really much. You don't really need much else.
Yeah. The only very good scene in chapter 2 is Rosa having one single scene when she's actually a mother.
Yeah, I mean, but even a broken clock signed the exact time twice a day. So yeah.
Erika had returned to the room that had been given to her on the second floor of the guest house.
Oh no! Can we go back to Furfur and Zephyr? Zephyr, whatever they are. Can we? Do I have to look at Erika?
Yeah, we have to
Okay.
look at Erika. The next room over was empty. It was very quiet there. Even pressing her ear against the wall wouldn't enable her to listen on the voices of the cousins' room. Even with hearing power boosted by the detective's authority, it would probably be impossible to make out anything. This room was the farthest down the hall, a long ways away from the cousins' room.
前回は私の部屋はいとこ部屋の隣だったのになるほど今回は私の部屋を遠ざけてきましたか
I mean,
I wonder why.
ゲームマスター権限で許された範囲の初期配置の変更です妥当な処定かとまあその方が私もいいですあのクソガキどものトランプで遊ぶ黄色い声なんて聞きたくもありませんから
This whole time, Erika had been sitting at the desk working at something. She was preparing some of those duct tape seals from before.
Oh.
She had asked Kumasawa for the stickiest tape available. She drew a complicated, unforgeable signature on it with a permanent marker and added slits through it, okay. By sticking this over a plate that she wanted to prove had remained closed, that she could create a powerful seal equal in strength to the red truth. Those menacing seals had cornered Natsuhi so thoroughly in the previous game.
Oh, a sprite with the actual tape? Okay, I wasn't expecting
Yes,
that.
a sprite with actual tape, yes.
Wasn't expecting that at all, okay.
いかがしましたか？
やられました。
Was there a Neko?
いかが
これ
No, it wasn't my impression.
いかがしましたか？
やられました。バトラめ周到ですね。
Erika shrugged and showed the piece of duct tape she had cut off to Doranol. By sight alone, Doranol couldn't tell what had annoyed Erika. However, as soon as she held the tape, she realized the difference right away.
これではダメです。
ええ、粘着力ほとんどないです。
Oh.
これじゃあ赤き真実には至れない。
Even duct tape can be of low quality, and it sometimes gets weaker with age. The tape Kumasawa had found was a bit too weak even for normal use. It wasn't nearly sticky enough to be used as a detective seal.
きれいに剥がすことが可能です。これでは封印を示す証拠にはなり得ません。
バトラもそこまで見下げ果てたほど、おそらくゲームマスター権限でこの島のすべてのガムテープに干渉したんでしょう。
Letting Erika get her hands on duct tape gave her a fatal weapon to use against witches. The previous game had proven this fact. And so, Butler had removed that weapon from the entire mansion.
おそらくガムテープに代わる品もすべて干渉を受けているに違いないです。
ですね。ま、良かったことにしておきます。おかげでこの冷たい雨の中、みっともない姿で外壁を這い回らなくて済みますから。
Erika tossed the duct tape aside and flopped the spread eagle onto the bed.
Oh, okay.
Like an,
Yeah.
事件が起こるのをパイプ吹かして悠然と待つのも探偵のたしなみですし。あんたもどうせ第一の番が発覚するまで出番ないんですか。どこかに姿消して一服でもしてたらどうですか。
You smoke?
私の顔なんか見てても疲れるだけでしょうし。
タバコは吸わないです。
Oh, okay.
子供ですので。
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
that's why I was concerned.
そうですか。私は吸いたいです。出演者たちが歌うほどの気分を爽快にさせる効果。
ご機嫌が優れられないようです。
そう見えます。
Erika answered lazily, still looking up at the ceiling. That in itself was half an answer. The silence between the two was filled with the sound of the wind and rain. It was so quiet that it was hard not to listen to the ticking of the clock.
エリカ卿、お尋ねしてもよろしいですか。
内容によります。多分ノーですが。
What? Okay.
一応暇つぶしに聞いてあげます。何です？
Erika was probably bored as well. Or maybe the sound of the rain was making her sentimental. She assented, which was very unlike her.
なぜエリカ卿は魔法を嫌われるのです。
ああ、さっきの下のマリアとのやりとりの件ですか。
あんなの子供騙しのくだらない手品です。誰だってわかっています。ああまでして幻想を打ち砕く必要があったのですか。私にはわからないです。
It had been a childish fight. Erika didn't need Donald to tell her that.
自称知的蹂躙者としましては、魔法なんてもので真実をうやむやにすることが許せないわけです。
Okay, but I mean, there must be a limit.
それを暴くことに優越を感じられているということですか？
Probably.
私には他の感情が感じられます。他の感情？何です？優越というよりは、もっと何か別の負の感情を感じます。やっぱりあんたはただの殺人人形です。その目も節穴みたいですね。失礼しました。許してほしいです。
Erika rolled over grumpily, turning her back to Donald. Because of this, Donald couldn't see her expression. Even so, for some reason, she could guess that this completely unobserved expression was one of pain. Interpreting this to mean that Erika wanted her to go away, Donald gave a bow and made to leave. Then Erika suddenly spoke. The words came so far out of the blue that Donald doubted their ears, and she had to ask Erika to say it again.
今、何とおっしゃいましたか？あなたのことが好きです。
What?
It really was out of the blue.
Doranor?
Donald wanted to ascertain what Erika really meant. But the latter still had her back turned, and her face was out of sight.
ありがとうございます。以前は別の子と付き合っていましたが、今は完全に切れています。
What?
See, this is what I was telling you. I didn't know that I didn't remember where in the game it was, or if it was in game.
周りの人たちは僕たちを妬んでありもしないことを言いますが、気にしないでください。
What? Hair and Lanor?
No. She was going out with someone else.
Yeah, but I mean, right now, I mean,
I kinda ship them, not too much, but I kinda do.
who was the other one? The other girl.
We don't know. If I remember correctly, we don't know.
俺は君に生涯のすべてを捧げるから、君も俺にすべてを捧げてほしい。
Yeah, I don't.
二人で一緒に幸せになろう。
Donald avoided asking what she was talking about. I stood there in silence.
I mean, it's
Very
all of a sudden, honestly. It's understandable.
For a while, Erika kept on speaking that dull and emotionless tone, repeating soppy phrases that might have popped up in some shoujo manga.
Is this Doom Beauty?
Then, unexpectedly, she once again followed up with a completely non sequitur.
新しい財布。
Of course, she had no idea what Erika was saying. However, with her back still to Doranon, Erika kept on saying disconnected words.
変な猫のキーホルダー。趣味の合わないアロマオイル。演劇の先輩に借りたという趣味違いの音楽テープ。
Oh, I think I understand.
先輩の付き合いで断れなくて、急にバイトが入っちゃって、ダチの電話が長くてなかなか切れなくって。
He made too much curry. He started going to theater practice more often. He started folding paper towels differently. Thanks, I've already eaten. He knew more than before about cosmetics. Sorry, I was sleeping. The toilet seat was left down. He spent the night over at his sage friend's place. Me and my acting friends had a party here. Someone just left it behind. The drain and sink weren't cleaned out. there were receipts and point cards from places it didn't usually go.
Wouldn't be she though? Wouldn't it be a she though? She said another girl.
She did, but no.
Is this an error in translation? Could be. I mean, the translation's fan made.
Is it possible to listen to her voice again from before? We have this function, let's use it.
Yeah.
以前は別の子と付き合っていましたが、今は完全に切れています。周りの人たちは僕たちを妬んでありもしないことを言いますが、気にしないでください。
She says Betsu no koto, but I'm not sure honestly. Betsu? I think it's another, but I'm not sure if it has a
Male or female
connotation. Yeah.
connotation. Yeah.
Betsu.
変な猫のキーホルダー、趣味の合わないアロマオイル、演劇の先輩に借りたという趣味違いの音楽テープ、先輩の付き合いで断れなくて急にバイトが入っちゃってダチの電話が長くてなかなか切れなくって。
Just different.
What do you mean?
Then she just said different, with someone different.
I don't know. Well,
I'm not sure, but this is correct. From what I knew, she was with a man. Sorry.
she said girl though here.
Yeah.
In the translation,
She
it
said
was girl.
Here. Yeah, but from what I knew and what I remember, she was with a male someone.
So maybe this is an error at this one here. Could be.
Or maybe it was just to trick Doranor somehow.
Could be.
Could be.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm confused. I can check later.
That's okay.
The muddy souls are evidence that you went out on Monday when it was raining. It matches the strange symbol on the calendar. None of your teacher friends have hair this long. Leading questions. How do you know the plot of a movie you haven't seen yet? Evidence, circumstantial evidence, observations, surveillance, tracking, tailing, information gathering, wiretapping, asking around, questioning. I found plenty of evidence that I loved you. I found plenty of evidence that you loved me. But I can't find any evidence that you haven't been cheating on me.
Oh, someone's dead.
If you love
Okay.
me, then trust me. If you can't do that, then you don't love me anymore. How could I love someone like that? I'll treasure you for all my life, but I want to do well in theater just as much. You said you liked me. You said you liked seeing me act, right? So why are you telling me to stop acting now? Why do I have to choose between you and acting? What's wrong with you? I'm seriously tired of this, alright? Look, if all we do is fight when we see each other, maybe we both need some time to cool off, okay? I need to concentrate for my next performance anyway. One of my colleagues, she suddenly told us she won't be able to perform. I need to rewrite the script by tomorrow. I don't have time for this. You know what? If you really find it that hard to trust me, we're through. Don't bother coming over again. Just go home. I don't love you anymore. Stop crying. God, you're obnoxious. Go kill yourself, you creep.
What the fuck? Okay.
Stop shouting, damn it. I got neighbors. Just get the hell away from me and never come back.
愛がなければ見えない？逆なんですよ。 愛なんかあるからありもしないものが見えてしまう。
It's nothing more than an illusion, one that no one except you can see, and one that even you can never touch. Without love, humans would never need to see that fiction. Because we can see it, without it. We suffer. We cry out loud.
私は今、幸せです。仮とはいえ、真実の魔女になれて、今の私は赤くない言葉に苦しめられなくて済むのだから。あんたなら、私のエンドゲーム、どう返しますか？私ですか？あの凡庸な男じゃ、ゲームの相手は務まりませんでしたから、あんたなら、どう返してくれるかと思いまして。
Donald was suddenly thrust into the position of Erika's opponent in the witch's game she had once challenged that man with.
Does that mean butler, I suppose?
Donald shared in the frag. No, wait, that's the man from her boyfriend, I think.
But what about the witch's game, though? What her boyfriend has anything to do with the witch's game?
No, I think it's just she's just reminiscing.
Yeah? Why calling it a witch's game, though? Well, whatever. I don't know.
I'm not sure, I gotta be honest.
That's okay.
Maybe to her it's just a court of illusion anyway. The board wait.
Could it be that it was like her replaying over and over again whatever was happening, and that was like a witch's game for her?
It could be, or to her it's just a trial to ascertain the truth anyway.
Could be.
So she knows that as a witch's court, so she just called it that. The board was reproduced in full inside their heads. The situation was one-sided. Erika's side has constructed a blue truth based on countless bits of circumstantial evidence, had turned all of those into pieces, and was already cornering the opponent. For some time, Donald thought in silence, and announced her by the book a response.
初手、私が浮気している証拠の提出を要求します。
Yeah, okay.
青き真実で反論。構築に状況証拠、物的証拠84点提出。
84 is kinda a lot more circumstantial, but okay.
青き真実で反論。今も愛し続けている状況証拠、物的証拠を6点提出です。グッド。青と青では相殺ですが、構築する駒の数が圧倒的ですね。
When both opponents meet with the blue truth, the decision is almost always based on which side has more pieces of evidence, regardless of the actual circumstances. This is especially true in the human world. So, by the certain rules, Erika would win.
一点先取。次なる手は攻守逆転を狙います。逆にエリカ卿が浮気をしていない証拠の提出を求め。パーペチュアルチェック。お互いが同じ質問を無限連鎖する千日手となりますから、禁じ手です。では証拠なくも現在もエリカ卿を愛していることを率直に表明します。赤き真実でないから無効です。仮に赤かったとしてもそれ、私に反論する手がなくなりますから。
Donald remained silent for a while. She responded quietly to Erika's moves. As Erika drew closer and closer to checkmate, stalemate is forbidden move in the game of witches, since it means the ruin of the game. However, in chess, it also represents a draw. Because of this, it is a splendid final move that weaker player can pull off if they are already unable to win outright. In this situation, Erika clearly had the advantage. It was only natural that Doranol, her opponent, would seek a stalemate to obtain a draw. However, that only worked in chess. In the game where witches fought over the truth, it was a forbidden move. So it was already checkmate from the very beginning. Doranol had no way to turn the game around. But that meant that regardless of what the real truth had been, this game would.
他に手は真実を守る魔女狩り大司教
Bless you.
Thank you.
いえデザインねほら
Erika had succeeded in crushing her opponent with the truth she exposed. And her former boyfriend no longer loved her and was cheating on her.
Okay, it was definitely an error then, the first one.
It's either
I mean, this translation is
I
fan-made,
think,
so it makes sense.
No, but I honestly think that it's not a mistake, rather adaptation to be as confusing as possible.
Could be.
Because that honestly was confusing.
But the thing is, it was said girl only at the beginning, and then everything was referred as male, so it could be
yeah,
just...
but maybe it was... Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. It's okay. Her opponent had no way to argue back. After all, humans are not allowed to use a splendid game.
To use?
Blank.
Red Truth?
Those are 4 letters. There's a word that comes to mind, but I'm not 100% sure it's that.
Oh wait, it means it's a 4-letter letter word.
I think.
Then what is it? That need to be censored.
Let's continue.
Love? But I don't think so. I mean, they said love like 300 times before.
I'm not sure. A splendid game, a splendid finish from a superior position. Regardless of the truth of her opponent, Erika could win. A splendid victory.
I wouldn't say splendid, but okay.
Doranol could only respond with silence. And with that, Erika spoke no more. She was probably done talking and wanted Doranol to leave. Doranol understood this, but even so, she wanted to tell Erika just one thing before leaving.
見事なゲームです。探偵は勝利して当然ですから。あなたはベルンカステル教の駒になる以前から実に見事な青き真実の使い手です。しかし、エリカ教、人間に許されるのは青き真実だけです。そして青き真実に反論できるのは赤き真実だけです。そして赤き真実は人間には許されています。ならばどうやってあなたのお相手は彼の真実を示せばよかったのですか？さあ、赤き真実に時に勝るとかいう例の黄金の真実とやらでも持ち出したらどうですか？ゲームは確かにエリカ教の勝ちです。しかし真実の守護者として申し上げます。なんです？どうせ不愉快なことでしょうから、それを言ったらとっとと消えてください。はい、確かにこのゲームはエリカ教の勝ちです。 しかし私が示したあなたを今も愛している青き真実の証拠6点は未だ否定されていません。
True.
あなたさえそれを否定する赤き真実を使えはしないのです。
探偵権限で84点の証拠を赤き真実に後に昇格させました。我が主のお力によって私は人間にして人間を超えた存在、探偵にして魔女、真実の魔女フルドエリカです。他に質問は
ありません。それでは失礼いたします。
She basically told you you won, but at what cost?
Yeah, and to that basically Erika responded, I don't care, I am right and he's wrong.
Yeah, oh, and also basically say, yeah, you think you are right, but that doesn't mean it's truth.
Yeah. After that, all that remained was a single witch of truth laughing off a bitter past. With an equally bitter smile. Erika glanced at the bedside clock and saw that it was almost exactly
さ
midnight.
て一寝入りさせてもらいますか。いよいよ2日目10月5日の幕開けです。今頃どこかで今回の殺人が起こっているんでしょうかね。
Oh, definitely.
今回の犠牲者さん、せいぜいいろいろなダイイングメッセージをよろしくお願いしますね。
Erika is a good character. She's a bitch,
She's still annoying, but
but she's a very good character.
yeah,
どうして母さんに相談しなかったの？
honestly, I kinda pity her. Kinda. You know, like you could pity someone that is angry all the time and cannot be happy a single moment of their life just because, and he's also angry all the time with you and you don't want anything to do with them. You could say, oh yeah, no, I hate that person, but I kinda pity them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Have you noticed that the clock was chiming, but the singer interrupted?
Wait.
さていよいよ2
I
日
was talking, I didn't really pay
10月
attention.
今頃と今回のぎ
I have this power, let me use it. Oh, yeah,
どうして母さんに相談しなかったの？
the thing broke while the clock was chiming. Yeah.
あなたの人生を最後まで支えるパートナーの話なのよ。
Oh, George talking with Eva about saying, yeah, I will marry Shannon. Don't care about anything else.
そうだよ、生涯一緒にいたい女性なんだ。
だからこそ真剣に決めなければいけないんでしょ。どうしてそんな軽率に？
Eva and Georgia could be seen beneath the leaves of the guest house. George had revealed his engagement with Shannon. Eva's anger had exploded almost immediately.
Of course.
This had been no more than George had expected, so I responded with an ice-cold call.
まさかもう関係を？子供ができたとか言われて結婚を迫られたんでしょ。
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, Eva.
失礼だな。僕は婚前の貞操は厳しくあるべき主義なんだ。
Eva, it's your child.
Of course.
God.
じゃあどうして婚約なんて？
僕は求めた。彼女は受けた。それで成立じゃないか。
違うわ違うわ。結婚はね、あんたが思ってるような漫画か何かみたいに簡単なものじゃないの。
I do agree that they are a little bit young to get married already. With that, I do agree. How old is George? It's like 18, 19. I
think
mean,
he's slightly older than Jessica and Butler.
yeah, even if he's like 20, it would be a little early, honestly.
Yeah.
先
It
方の
was
ご両親
baby
は
Yeah, but still, did your parents
Still a
get
bit-
married in the 80s or something? In their when they were like 19 or 20?
In their 20s, yeah.
But I mean, in their 20s, I get it, but it's not 20 yet.
Yeah.
25 years old? Years ago, in the 80s, I could see it. Nowadays, it happens much later. And I would say it's still very early in being married in like when you're still 20 in your 20s, honestly.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah.
両家の交流は
Continue reading?
Yeah.
あんた野良猫じゃないのよ。後ろ宮ジョージなのよ。
She doesn't have parents, so it's not really it's not a problem. Is she an orphan?
Yeah. She
So,
came
yeah.
from an orphanage.
Yeah, what's the problem there?
ひょっとしたらおじい様の後継者に指名されるかもしれないこの時期にどうしてそんな軽率な。
Oh, about that, Eva. I have news.
About that.
Someone got a little Kinzo's cape, and it's not George.
どうして母さんに相談してくれなかったの。
今こうして相談してるよ。いや、相談じゃないか。
Just telling, not consulting.
これはただの報
Yeah,
告だね。
just
There you
informing.
go.
おじい様の後継者に指名されるのは全く期待してないよ。いや、むしろ辞退したいくらいさ。僕は自分の国と城を父さんがそうしたように何もない原野に築き上げたい。
あの父さんが今日までどれくらいの苦労をしたのか分かってるの。あんたが真似てできるようなことじゃないの。今日までどれほどの運や偶然に助けられたことか。
そして母さんという良き理解者の伴侶がいたからだよ。サヨは僕を支え、より強く生まれ変わらせてくれる人だ。
Called her Sayo.
What?
He called her Sayo.
Yeah. It said Sayo,
母
not
さん
Shan.
はたくましくなったと褒めてくれた今の僕は彼女がいなかったらありえない。
いいジョージ。とにかくここは一度母さんに任せなさい。頭を冷やしてよーく考えて。シャノンちゃんだけがあなたに好意を持ってるわけじゃないのよ。お見合いしたあゆみさんだってあなたのことをとても気に入ったそうよ。
初耳だな。
Uh-huh.
あなたも分かってると思ってたのよ。
Like I care, basically.
先方のご両親も大変あなたのことを気に入ってるそうよ。もしあなたに父さんのように一国一城を築きたい夢があるなら彼女の気持ちを裏切るの？
What
裏
about
切るも
Shannon?
何も
Yeah.
僕はあゆみさんと特に交流があったわけじゃない。お見合いをしてその後親たちが勝手に盛り上がってるだけじゃないか。数度無理やり引き合わされたけど僕たちは互いに目さえ合わせちゃいない。
あゆみさんは育ちのいい奥ゆかしい女性でしょ。
So?
男性のジョージに目を合わせるなんて恥ずかしいし
Oh,
ぶしつけでできなかっただけよ。
sure.
あなたが目を見て話してくれなきゃ気持ちが感じられないと言うなら彼女にそう注意するわ。
Yeah, I don't think you'd need someone advice in that case, but okay.
これからはあなたの目を見て話してくれるはずよ。
あゆみさんと結婚させたいのはそれが母さんにとって理するからさ。母さんの縁談には僕の気持ちがわずかほども含まれていない。
What is water has a strange flavor?
What?
This water has kind of a strange flavor.
Is it a different brand that you usually get?
It's tap water.
Oh,
Filtered.
check the color. Maybe check the color.
It's I am looking at it right now. It's normal white water. It just tastes a little bit like vegetable.
What?
I know it doesn't make any fucking sense, but it tastes like you know when you eat salad?
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
Maybe if it's just like.
But I was drinking it like earlier, and there wasn't anything like that earlier. It's the same bottle I was using until now.
Maybe you smelled something. You know when you're drinking something.
Yeah,
and you
it could be,
smell
and then you
something.
smell it. It's like it could be. I don't know. I don't know. It could be. It's just water though, and I was drinking it until now. It's not like I changed bottle or anything. It's the same thing I was drinking.
Maybe you just smelled something.
Could be. Wow.
George! どうしてそんなことを言うの？
そう
母さんがあなたのことを考えないことなんてあった？ないでしょ？親という漢字はどういう字？
I would like to understand something. Why is she so much focused on him getting married with his girl? I mean, it's not like she's been forced to marry Hideyoshi or anything. Is she? Did I forgot? I don't think so.
I don't think so, but she chose someone specifically. I think.
I mean, she chose someone for herself.
Yeah, but since she wants to guarantee Georgia a future that she didn't have, the life that she didn't have, so she's dead set on making him marry.
Oh, this is the classic. This is the classic parent.
Life.
This is the classic parent. I will give you what I couldn't and I do not care whatever you want. I see. Classic move.
木の上に立って見ると書いて親なのよ。
And
母さんたちはね、あなたよりはるかに高みから人生の遠くまでを展望してるの。
okay, and I think it's time to stop doing that.
そしてあなたが若さゆえの一時の感情で間違った道へ進もうとしているのが見えているの。
Honestly, I could understand if this was only about okay, you want to get married, but it's a little bit early to that. That I could understand.
Not the I want you to get married, just not to that person
Yeah,
specifically.
not like the I want you to get married. If it was I want you to get married, but not right now, you're being in a rush, that would be a very valid argument, honestly. You're right. It would be like, yes, okay, I understand you love this girl, but maybe proposing right now, maybe just wait some time, and then we can talk about it. But don't marry that specific person. It's not like she's a serial killer, and then in that case I could understand that, or maybe do not marry that person. Like, okay, I don't think it's a good idea. Okay, I understand, but this argument doesn't make any sense.
だからこうして憎まれることを承知で言ってるのよ。あんたがどうでもいい子だったらこんな喧嘩しないわ。どこの変な女とでも勝手に結婚しなさいって放っておいてるわよ。ねえジョージ、母さんに全て任せなさい。もうあなたはシャノンちゃんに会わなくていいわ。全部母さんたちで話をつけてあげる。大丈夫よ。シャノンちゃんにも悪いようにはしない。だってジョージに成長のきっかけをくれた人だものね。ちゃんとそれに配慮してあげるから。
Sure.
だからあとはもうジョージ。
Also, do you understand that if you force him to marry someone, he's just gonna end up having an affair with Shannon?
Oh god. That's bad.
And that's even worse.
Yeah.
Because think about it. You're forced to be with someone that you not love, and if there's another person you love, what it is that you wanna do?
Just stay with the person you love.
So what it is that's gonna happen?
The same thing that happened to Eric, apparently. or
Yeah.
not.
Sometime during Eva's rage, tears had started to drip from her eyes. As though those tears had caused him to hesitate, George turned his back and sagged his shoulders. George was, after all, only a child of man. But he understood that marriage required nothing more than the consent of both people. He couldn't get over his desire for his parents' acceptance. And so he was torn between the tears of the mother who had always helped him and the fiancé he had chosen. Or was he?
もういいよね、そろそろ。
What?
今日まで立派に育ててもらって本当に感謝してる。僕もこう思って親になったら母さんみたいな親になるよ。子供のために本当に戦える世界で一番尊敬できる親にね。
ジョージ。
Remind me, I'm just blasting the music in my ears.
No, that's okay. With his back still towards her, George threw away his umbrella and slowly stepped out from beneath the eaves into the rain. Then he slowly turned around. It was without a doubt the familiar face of Eva's beloved son. However, he stood there now as his own man. Self-control and independent enough that the blood connection within them might even be forgotten. I would like to pinpoint that you're very on time with the music and that it's hilarious.
もうそろそろいいと思うんだよ。
何がよ。
子離れしてもいいんじゃないかな。
じゃあ
ここからはもう親子の関係はなしで話そうじゃないか。僕はジョージ、君はエヴァ。親だからどうこうというのは抜きにして、互いの立場から本音をぶつけようじゃないか。君が僕を望み通りの相手と結婚させたい理由は、それから未だいさかいのなくならない、それ以外に
Yeah,
何もない。
yeah. I mean, it's definitely like that.
いっそそれをすっきり認めてくれた方が潔いね。僕はこれから僕の立場だけで語るから、君もそうした方がいい。負けるよ、君。
George's eyes no longer contained any trace of his love and respect for his mother. There was only a frigid glare as he gazed ruthlessly down at the witch who was trying to bind his future.
ジョージ。どう母さんをそんな目で見るの。
今僕は母さんを見ていないからさ。僕の目に映っているのは僕の選び取ろうとする未来の前に立ちふさがる、母さんだって人間だ。夢や野心があってそれを今も追い続けてるのは、そしてそれを素晴らしいと思う。自分の夢を決して諦めないことの大変さを。
I need to inherit your wonderful strength. I've learned a lot from my parents, my friends, and Sayo, and I've grown.
その最後に学び獲得して完成されるのが本当の後宮ジョージという男なんだ。僕は今あなたという最後の壁を越える。
He's honestly being more reasonable than I thought.
No, this is an amazing scene, I remember.
It's honestly being very reasonable, and it's not like even arguing. It's like saying, yeah, okay, you have your own reason, I have my own, but you cannot choose for me, basically. Because
Yeah.
I am my own person. And it's honestly
No, it's amazing.
very good argument.
The change you didn't expect.
What? Eva disappeared.
It's so good, I swear.
The
It's so
pouring
good.
rain landed evenly across the ground everywhere. No, it was blocked very slightly in one place. However, there was no one there. Standing on the ground isn't the only way to block the path of the rain. Then, could it be... Oh, she's back?
It's back.
いいわよ。本音をぶつけ合うのもたまにはいいじゃない。私も言っちゃうわ。だからあなたも言っちゃえば。
In the rain-filled sky, the moon that shouldn't have been visible behind her was the golden witch of the future, who had finally obtained everything of the Ushirimiya family. Even the drastic change in his mother's appearance didn't faze George. On the contrary, he seemed to be moved by her boldness, because his mother has honestly and truly displayed her true nature. Now I can confidently show her my true self.
行くよ、母さん。そしてエヴァ、これが僕の君の束縛から踏み出る
第一歩。
With that first step, he felt something odd beneath his feet. He knew that this sticky sensation, which didn't quite feel like mud, represented his mother's arrogance, trying to prevent him from making that first step.
小さい頃、お話をたくさん読んであげたわね。
Oh, that's gaslighting. That's just gaslighting.
あなたが大好きだった最遊記、覚えてる？
Yeah, and...
懐かしいね。多分僕が一番最初に愛したファンタジーだ。
Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, wanted to become a god and was tested by the Buddha. The Buddha told him, if you can jump free from the palm of my hand, I will grant you your wish. Then Sun Wukong managed to reach that, what he thought was the end of the world, and found 5 pillars standing there. Only to discover that they were the Buddha's fingers, and he still hadn't left Buddha's hand.
僕が母さんから決別すると宣言した第一歩が
あなたの反抗も葛藤も苦悩も国旗もすべて私がすでに通ってきた道。あなたのその第一歩など私という人生に飲み込まれる程度。いつまで目を背けてるの？見ちゃえば足元。
On the pitch-black earth soaked by the pounding rain, there were what appeared to be ominously glowing bands of faint red, and George had placed the first step directly on top of one. It was deep and viscous, and it held George's foot in place. From Eva's perspective, as she looked down from the sky, it looked like a vast red spider web that radiated out with George at the center. Oh, that's why it's sticky.
これが僕さ。生まれた時から数々の習い事で縛り付けられ、あんたの野望のためだけに育てられてきた。
いいえ、それは違うわ。なら分かるようにしてあげる。見せてあげる。そして悟っちゃえば。
The bastard spiderweb on the ground scooped at George as easily as scooping scum out of a pot. Then it lifted him into the air like a deer caught in a net and swung him about. Eva's insane laugh was as innocent as a grade schooler happily swinging about a bag filled with her gym clothes. And cruel in equal measure.
Ooh.
さあさあ、思い出してごらんなさい。火曜日には何があったのか。
覚えてるさ。ピアノ教室だよ。今でも猫踏んじゃったを聞くと背中の毛が逆立つね。
幼稚園の頃はバイオリン教室だったわ。できる子はやってそうでしょ。
あんた才能なさそうだったからね。途中でピアノに変えたけど。
Violin is like super hard to learn. Okay.
Yeah.
Kindergarten more than any other time.
じゃあ水曜日は覚えてる？
覚えてるさ。進学塾の日だよ。遠くてね、通うのが苦痛だった。
じゃあ木曜日は
Whoa.
補習塾だわ。暗記科目は苦手だったものね。あなた応用はできるのに暗記は苦手な典型的なやればできる子だったわ。
痛烈だね。子供が三者面談で言われて一番イラつく言葉だよ。
True.
馬を水場に連れて行くことはできるが水を飲ますことはできない。
イギリスの格言だね。
あなたのやる気を出して維持させるのが一番苦労したわ。
How much here did you have in your inside you, girl? George was bound hand and foot by the bright red spiderweb, reduced to the witch's plaything. She would innocently swing him around and smash him about, all with an insane laugh, again and again.
金曜日は覚えてる？
もちろんさ。ユニークな塾だったね。親と一緒の塾なんていろいろな意味で窮屈だったよ。
子に釣り竿を買うな、一緒に釣りに行け。
母さんはイギリスの教育論が好きだね。
親にとっても辛い塾だったわね。でもあれが一番あんたには効果的だったわ。高いお熱射、毎週金曜の夜を費やさなければならない面倒。でも一番効果があった。その時悟ったの。子供はね、親が見ていないと伸びないの。子が目なら親は太陽だわ。太陽なくして芽吹く草木も咲かせる花も存在しないの。
That is horrible. Still bound hand and foot, George was thrown, slammed, and smashed. He could do nothing. He was still like Sun Wukong, unable to leave the palm of his mother's hand. However, since he wouldn't surrender, he could still show resistance at any time.
じゃあ土曜日は
家庭教師が来てくれてたね。
向こうから来てくれるから楽だったでしょ。
聖域である自室に毎週他人を迎え入れるのは苦痛だったよ。先生が帰った後に残る汗の匂いが今でも思い出せるくらいに嫌だったね。
あなたに学習姿勢を叩き込んでくれる素晴らしい先生だったわよ。弁護士の相談費用並みのお月謝を払った甲斐が本当にあったわ。
Do you ever wonder where all your money go, Eva? Because I can see it now.
Yeah.
そして迎える日曜日と塾の予定がない月曜日だけが僕の安息日だった。これは皮肉だね。火曜日から土曜日までの塾が僕を押さえつけてきたのか。まさに僕は孫悟空だったわけだ。
It says Son Goku instead of Sun Wukong, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember something like that in hearing that in Japanese several times. So maybe it's just the translation that they use.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same character.
そうね。私の手のひらから逃れたいなんて思い上がりはお釈迦様にご行山で潰してもらうといいわ。
Sun Wukong, who wanted to become a god, was crushed by the five mountains of fire, water, wood, metal, and earth. and sealed away. These are the 5 elements that the days of the week, Tuesday through Saturday, are named after in Japanese. Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
do you ever wonder why the elements of superhero teams in Japanese are those? Just because of this story, or because of this, because it's the 5 element of Hinduism.
I see.
And usually the leader is a fire. Because it's the more energetic one. And it goes on par with the representation of the element. The only one that didn't do that is Sailor Moon. The first one of not having the fire, the leader, is Sailor Moon.
Nice. Thank you.
Only now did George, who have always admired some, recognize this greatest of ironies.
思い上がったあなたは孫悟空と同じに少し反省とお仕置きが必要だわ。あなたが改心したら私が解放してあげる。
それは解放じゃないね。洗脳だ。
Good.
何も考えなくていいの。ママにすべて任せちゃえば。
Yeah, maybe not.
私があなたのすべてを決めてあげる。それがあなたにとって一番素晴らしい人生なのよ。
Still maybe not.
世界で一番知的であなたのために全てを捧げてくれる女性を用意してあげる。
This is ironic because there's a cousin of mine that basically had to endure something similar to this.
Really.
Not as strict, because the parents didn't have that much money to do that, honestly. It's not like they're poor, but they're like not rich either. So stuff like that is very expensive. Same as Eva said, basically. But yeah. All because they wanted to have someone like that in the family. So someone that is like, oh yeah, look at them. They're smart, they're intelligent, and all of that. Yeah.
Are they okay now?
No. Definitely not. And I would like to say that I'll say like this and then I'll stop. It's not like I'm sad or upset about that. I want to be clear on that. They were always envious of our side of the family.
I see.
And that's probably why. By the way. Especially of me, for some reason. That I currently do not understand. But yeah. Still, by the way.
すべての成功もそれに至る道もすべてママが用意してあげるわ。そしてやがては後ろ宮家で最高の名誉である当主の後継者にあなたは指名されるの。それから初めてあなたは自分の人生を始めなさい。大笑わせないでよ。あんたはね、まだ生まれてさいないのよ。
You still haven't been born? What do you mean?
これはあんたを捕らえる私の巣じゃないわ。あんたを慈しんで育む私の子宮の中なのよ。
There was slammed against the ground over and over. It was heartless cruelty unlike anything one would expect a blood-related son to receive. However, in Eva's eyes, Perhaps even this was a sign of love for her precious son. The human-shaped lump of flesh and snare in the red net was slammed over and over, then thrown high into the air, where it was caught by a massive spider-web suspended in the sky. George hung there, pitifully, as though crucified, still covered in fresh blood and not even twitching. Even if there had been some power to resist remaining to him, the red web holding him there would have held even that in check. The rain, which had been falling non-stop since the beginning, quietly tormented and pitied him.
ご行山に封じられてしばらく頭を冷やしなさい。シャノンちゃんが悪い子だからやめなさいと言ってるわけじゃないのよ。
Uh-huh. No.
彼女はジョージに青春と成長のきっかけを与えてくれた。でも後先を考えない婚約は別の問題よ。相手が彼女だからいけないと言ってるわけ。それを分かりなさい。
What do you mean? It's the opposite of what you said just now. This is gaslighting, and that's all.
友を責めるな。行為を責めよう。だね。これもイギリスの格言だ。
本当にあなたは賢い子に育ったわ。いいえ、育っているわ。私のお腹の中でね。もう少しじっくりと育ちなさい。さあ、お仕置きは終わりよ。
The spider-web released George reluctantly. Then it threw him to the ground beneath the cloudy sky.
ありがとう、母さん。
Was all George could do to get up on his hands and knees. Though he wiped the mud away and stood his ground, he still couldn't raise his head.
すべてが僕を思ってのことだったんだね。ありがとう。本当にありがとう。
そうよ。今は憎いでしょ。でもいつかきっと感謝するわ。
Sure.
私がどれほどあなたを愛していたかをきっと理解する。
火曜日から土曜日までの連日の塾での縛り付けも僕を立派な男に育てようという。
これもイギリスの格言よ。子供を幸福で包むことが最高の教育。
ありがとう。だから僕からも母さんにイギリスの格言を送るよ。
なに？
すべての木に斧を一撃ずつ加えても一本の木も切り倒せはしない。
なに？それはどういう意味？
こっちの方がいいかな。学問に時間を費やしすぎることは怠惰に過ぎない。フランシス・ベーコン。
The man, drenched in mud and fresh blood, straightened his crooked glasses and slowly stood up. Though he was covered in filth, his appearance had a divine quality to it. Something that could only appear on a self-controlled man, not one who had merely been dosing in his mother's amniotic fluid.
僕がサヨから学んだことは数えきれない。僕は彼女の前で初めて勇気と男気と向上心とウィットとユーモアと皮肉だね。今日母さんが僕を立派になったと認める要素のほぼ全てが母さんの教育の賜物じゃないんだ。
ジョージ。
Someone call an ambulance.
そんなことを戻してあげるわ。母さんの子宮に。そしてもう一度暖かな海で育て直してあげる。
As if a howl, another bright red spiderweb appeared at George's feet and tried to scoop him up into the air again. However, that instant, a powerful magic circle could be seen in the area surrounding George for just a moment. Faster than he could be scooped up in the spiderweb, George jumped, and with that sharp kick of the heel and a magnificent forward flip, he cut the shackles of that spiderweb apart. Yeah. It's literally a rider kick. There wasn't even the flip. That smooth movement proved that he had possessed the power to escape from those shackles all along. He had willingly allowed himself to be bound by that web.
母さんのこれまでの恩を一つずつ痛みで相殺させてもらったよ。おかげで僕も 親離れがきっちりとできそうだ。必要だね。たまには親子喧嘩も。
ジョージ、私にどうしてそこまで逆らってあんな小娘と。
必要なのはやはり母さんの子離れのようだね。じゃあそろそろいいかな。
何がよ。
そろそろいいかな。反撃しても。
The curtain of spiderweb that Eva shot out in defense were all too slow. George weaved through them in an instant, and the next, it was right before her eyes. Eva jumped out of the way of a kick that would have knocked her feet from under her, then blocked the second Alpha George's double roundhouse kick with a high kick of her own.
母さんの習い事で一つだけ感謝しているものがあるよ。
それは何曜日のかしら。
長期休暇のたびに集中的に習わされた武道教室の数々だよ。
嬉しいわジョージ。たった一つでも感謝してもらえるなんて母さんは嬉しいわ。
Eva's swift feet flashed like lightning. Low, mid-level attack. This is a fighting game.
Yeah.
As George's head fell forward, she caught it in both hands, and though she was about to smash it against the ground, it was then met with Eva's knee as it rose like a bolt of lightning from there.
ムエタイも習えばよかったのに。ジョージも一緒に習えばもっと楽しかったわ。
そうだね。母さんと一緒に武道を学ぶ時が。
なら今が一番楽しいんじゃない。楽しいねジョージ、楽しいね。
楽しいかい母さん。息子と遊ぶのは。
楽しいわ。あなたは私の最愛の息子。私のお腹の中で優しく優しく愛してあげるわ。あなたがお腹を蹴るのさ、愛しい。
了解だ。だがその蹴りはお腹の外からになるけどね。
George buried his knee sharply into Eva's abdomen. An instant before she felt the pain of that fierce attack, Eva watched her son kick with a proud smile, and then she vomited. I mean, yeah, that's what happened when you get kicked in the belly like that.
母さんももう年なんだから、いい加減、そういう若い子向きの服は自重した方がいいんじゃないかな。
ジョージ。
As she still covered in vomit, Eva looked up at George in twisted anguish. She could see how pathetic her face was by a reflection in his glasses.
一緒に子供時代とお別れしよう。さようなら母さん。
The violent lightning and rain made time freeze. George's beautiful kick had stopped an inch from Eva's chest. However, the power of red magic circles surrounding George had already pierced Eva's body. So he had stopped without eating her. Blood poured out of Eva's back. No wound had been left on her chest, but the heart inside had been struck through. Eva slumped backwards and landed in a puddle with a splash. There were no convulsions. Her life had been ended without leaving her even an instant to write about in pain.
その辺にいるんじゃないかいガブ。
As he straightened his glasses, George spoke to the rose thicket behind him. Then a pitch black hole opened in the air there, and Gab jumped out.
大したもんね。あのエヴァ・ベアトリーチェを継承前とはいえ打ち倒すなんて。
やはりいたかい。余計なちょっかいを出さなくて親子水入らずで過ごせたよ。
まさかいなかったわよ。今あなたが私を召喚したんだわ。
どっちでもいいさ。君にお願いがあるんだ。
聞く義理はあるの？
聞いてくれないのかい。
With his back still facing her, George reset his glasses. The threat in his voice held the solemn presence of a king ruled over demons. His Majesty made Gap gulp, and she licked her lips before bowing respectfully to his back.
私はイケてる男が好きだけど、王女はもっと好きだわ。なんなりとお命じを。魔王陛下。
後ろ宮家の当主に憧れ、その夢と猛襲に生きた彼女の亡骸をふさわしい場所に安置してほしい。
What were you saying?
That basically she recognized the same result of the battle in the latest chapter 4. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
Chapter 4. And also, when George was fighting Eva, that was also the same soundtrack when to his exam against Gap.
Yeah, I noticed. Even the scene was kind of similar, and I don't know if it is on purpose, but that was definitely a rider kick, and there's basically no, that was definitely on purpose, but it was definitely on purpose. But there's a scene in Kamen Rider Kabuto. You know when they say about the thunder and the rain stop in time and all of that.
Yeah.
You remember Kabuto?
Yes.
The red one with the beetle horn? Okay, his power is to basically go so fast that time stops, and all the fights in the series are while time is stopped, and most of them, there's lots of them which are during the rain, so you see the droplets of rain still while they fight.
Oh, see, okay.
And there's a very similar scene with the kick he does, and the roundhouse kick is Kamen Rider Kabuto's finisher move, and the thunder and the raining. I don't think it's a coincidence, honestly.
Coincidence. Yeah, no, I could see that.
If it didn't do the rider kick earlier, I would say, oh yeah, it could be just that. But after that, I don't think it's a coincidence.
Was 100% a rider kick.
After that, I wouldn't say. I would say that yeah, it's definitely on purpose. So yeah. By the way.
Okay, the scene was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, the scene was amazing, definitely.
いや、貴賓室がいいな。屋敷の2階のあの開かずの木。
あの部屋ね。了解したわ。ジョージ陛下。
Okay, so the first to die is Eva. Eva approached Eva's corpse and lightly tapped the ground with her right heel. When she did, a large hole opened up, swallowed both Gap and the corpse, and closed. After a while, a hole opened in the air, and the staff Eva always carried, which was marked with a one-winged eagle that symbolized the head of the Shumiam family, was spat out into a puddle. Because the corpse would no longer have any use for it... Oh, I thought the thing was gonna continue. Never mind. George slowly approached the staff and stepped down hard on the tip. When he did, the staff spun violently into the air, and after passing by the blue moon which honored the Demon King, it flew into George's outstretched hand. The instant he grasped it, another fierce bolt of lightning struck nearby, and by the time the flash faded, the staff he was holding had become a spray of gold butterflies and disappeared. It was as though George had held the staff up to the heavens and crushed it out of existence. I knew it was gonna do something like that, honestly.
これで僕はノルマクリアだ。次の人に番を譲るよ。
自分の母さんを手にかけるなんて。
自分を世界で一番最初に愛してくれる人であり、そして一番最後にそれが家を出る。これが僕が作用をめとるために見せられる。
ジョージ様。
あっぱれなり後ろ宮ジョージ。
Oh, she saluted him as you know, the appare is for samurai
Ah, no, I didn't know that.
and ninjas as well, but it's kind of convoluted for the ninja because ninja it never actually existed in a way that you are supposed that you see in the movies and stuff.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So ninjas with the black thing and the shurikens and stuff, it's not a real thing. It comes from movies. So
Oh, I see.
I think the first appearance of a ninja is Akira Kurosawa in an Akira Kurosawa movie. So yeah, still Japan, but basically ninjas existed, but they were like normal spies,
Ah, okay.
like people having like pretending to be someone else. So yeah.
まずは見事であるぞ。
たとえゲーム上のこととはいえ、駒のこととはいえ、自分の母親を殺すのは愉快なことだ。
Oh wait, so he knows about the pieces now? What?
Yeah. Yeah, because all of this is just an external game that's going on.
Yeah, it's like another layer. Okay.
Yeah. Also, if you remember, there is a chessboard inside of this room.
Oh yeah, right. But still,
I think they are referring to that chessboard. So
As
it
they
doesn't know he's a piece inside of another chessboard, like outside of you know.
so it's a piece of a different chessboard. This George here.
This George is the usual chessboard George that has been taken from the usual chessboard and just put in another room that has a tinier chessboard just for these trials.
Okay, but
It's a chessboard within a chessboard. It's Inception.
That chessboard is not Butler's game.
It's still Butler's game in a way. It's still Butler's game. We're gonna get there, but sometimes I doubt that Butler has 100% control over this thing. We're gonna get back to that.
Yeah.
But for now, just think of this as a smaller chessboard on the usual chessboard.
Oh.
Inception.
Okay. So this purple room is that smaller chessboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Inside of this room, there is a smaller chessboard that they use as a teleporter to just do stuff.
Okay. I think I get it.
Okay.
しかし、それが君たちの課す試練だと言うから、僕は答えたよ。
He stared at the two demons. The demons look at each other, then show their surprise with their now familiar exaggerated gestures.
素晴らしいわ。なんて見事なのかしら。ゼタル。
そうだね、フルフル。ジョージ君の決意は本物だ。どうやら僕は君を見誤っていたようだね。謝るよ。許してほしい。
Joe chose not to go along with this almost theatrical conversation. Just quietly looked down upon the game board, found the pieces representing his mother,
There we go.
which was next to it, and tipped it over. Oh, okay. So okay. So he's like, it's like these demons. Okay, I think I get it. It's like these demons said, okay, this is where you are, and they showed him the chessboard,
Yeah.
and like, this is you, this is your mother, and all of these pieces are you guys. So if you want to prove your love, you have to remove that piece from the chessboard, basically.
This is your trial. Overcome it.
Yeah. I think I get it. He's still the George of the game, but this is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
another
that's the
a
same
different
George, yes.
trial. I see.
Yeah. That's what I meant by it's inside the usual chessboard.
It's
These
like-
are those ones, yes.
It's like a different outer layer. I would say it's not like another. It's like parallel to the normal outer layer that we see, but not the same. On the same height, but never touching. That's why I said parallel. Is it any clearer?
You know, I understand your point.
I think.
Honestly, from the way I imagine it, I thought about it as
It could even be a
layer
little.
inside of the layer, not outside of the layer. I didn't think about it.
So
as
Butler
outside
could get
layer.
in there if he wanted. I mean, it would make sense. He being the game master.
Honestly, I thought so. For reasons that you're gonna see, of course.
He being there whenever he wants would make sense because he's the game master, probably.
Yeah, honestly, I thought he could do whatever he wanted. It's not like he's.
Maybe it's like a room of that outer layer. Let's call it like that. Like, you know, Butler Study is a room, and this is a different one. By the way, this was the trial that Zephyr and Purpura set them. For the love of each other, take the life of another.
There we go.
It was similar
This
to
is
the game
There we go.
within Bed's fourth game,
That's what I wanted.
where each given 3 options as a part of the test to select next family head.
There we go.
However, a pair of lovers would never abandon each other's lives, so they were automatically left with just the option of sacrificing the life on another instead. In fact, it was merciful that the demon had ordered them to take the lives of everyone other than themselves. And besides, it only meant taking those lives as a pieces on the board. For the version of the self to whom the game board was the only world, it was a tragic parricide. But for these ones who sat around the game board in this witch's tea room, was nothing more than a movement of a piece representing George's will to overcome his parents. However, even if it was just a single life within one of an infinite number of fragment worlds, the fact remained that the demon had forced him to take it. I would like to take someone that doesn't know anything about this and read him. It was just a single life within one of an infinite number of fragment worlds, and ask whatever he got of that.
Yeah.
George appeared to have distanced himself from the events of the demon's game board. But Jessica still seemed to resist the idea of stealing another person's life, even if it was only their life as a game piece.
おじけづいたか？
いえ
No!
No.
バトラさんの望むベアトリーチェはこんなことでは臆したりしません。
She's terrified.
さあ次は誰が試練に挑戦を？誰でもいい。次なる犠牲者を選び出してほしい。
誰でもいい。次なる挑戦者は名乗り出てほしい。
誰も名乗り出ないなら
That's a cool transition.
Yeah.
僕の勝ちということ。
そうなるわ。ならばおめでとう。後ろ宮ジョ。
あなたとあなたの愛する人の恋の成就へい。僕たちは今こそ授けん。
待て。
As the demon deity named George is the victor, they were interrupted by the next challenger.
ジェシカさん。
次は私だぜ。いいぜ。やってやろう。私だってカノン君のこと半端に考えてるわけじゃねえってこと。
Oh, of course.
Honestly, this is great. Great timing to me.
We stop here.
Yeah, I think so. Do you agree?
Yeah. I mean, it's a time, and it's basically exactly the same time as the clock here, ERL, as the clock said. Isn't it?
Great. Yeah, it is.
So yeah, what's okay here? Oh, family conference. Okay.
A lot of cool, a lot of money
Right now. Remember when this game was just a murder mystery?
Yeah. I was thinking about that later when before when we were talking about chapter 2, and I was like, oh my gosh, there was a point in time where we were playing chapter 2.
There was a point in time where this game was a murder mystery. That what happened. I don't know. I don't know either, and I followed the entire thing from start until now. So yeah, I don't really know what happened. It just happened.
Okay.
Okay, everyone. We are gonna stop here.
Yeah.
My old next team is gonna be in today. It's gonna be me and the Oliver, and then Friday, Deltarune. Deltarune tomorrow. What about you?
I have a drawing stream tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And then?
And then another drawing stream
Oh,
on Friday.
good. Drawing stream. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in a bit at PixelBit. Have a good night and bye-bye.